the Houston Gunners. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Limited.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's 3rd and 10.
Check.
Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Curtis. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
go now. 10-2 stop.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Clock now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Block off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
57, Mike 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that. More careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twitch. Any weapon. Check. 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 No. Come. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That's the way to hit.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Keep it up. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Crunch time, defense. Stick, go.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Watch the pass. Fight.
On first down, Justice. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now they try the right side here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's it, baby.
This defense...
You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
57 to Mike. Mike's 57 to Mike. Go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
37 to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Okay. Spell. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go one more. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Switch. Switch. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Joker, 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 Joker.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try to left side. Justice. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Justice. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking. Crash. Slam.
Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. Buying time to and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's got some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he'll find Hall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 50, check 50. Ready?
On third down, Black. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go. 57.
Looking to throw. Black. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the double. 56. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. They go.
Throwing on third and long. Black. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Black. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw. Black. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Black looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Justice. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild, so they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
In your face.
Hey, Sam off.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Black. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Black. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Black. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Come on, set. 30 base. Blue day. Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Get.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 57.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could pop.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for a guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Locke will try again on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll try the left side. Justice. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Squad like what in the field like